Hello and good morning, students. Today we are going to know about reading comprehension. As per the new design of your question paper, you are going to have two passages, and this is going to be a huge percentage of your marks in paper. So let's begin. Reading is a complex communicative process. It means comprehending means understanding the written matter and interpreting it intelligently. So what you will have to do is that you will have to understand the written matter, the passage given to you, and interpret its meaning intelligently. For reading and interpreting a written message effectively, one has to develop the abilities of the following abilities should be there in a person if he wants to be effective in reading the passage and in interpreting it too. So the abilities are: first is decoding, recognizing the meaning of the written words. It's not you can say necessary, or it is not possible for anyone to know all the word meanings in the given passage. So what you have to do is to recognize the meaning. How? I'm going to tell you in the further slides. Comprehending, understanding the main theme of the matter. Again, you are not required to understand each and every word meaning, and each and every sentence should not be means it's not necessary that it should be clear to you. You should be able to understand the main theme of the matter. Next is analyzing, evaluating the message and drawing conclusions. Next is responding, giving one's own reaction to the written material, how much you are good at interpreting and how much you are able to answer the given questions. So reading tactics and strategies. First one is word meaning recognition. What does it mean? It is first step towards understanding a written text. A word can have many different meanings. The reader should develop the ability to recognize the meaning of a word from the contextual clues. Okay, so you should be able enough to recognize the meaning of the word, taking the reference of the context, taking the reference of all the sentence related to those words. So you will have to guess the word rightly, considering its meaning with the contextual clues. As one reads more and more, the skill to recognize the meaning of words also goes on increasing. So if you want to improve this your word meaning recognition, or you want to enrich your vocab, what is the best way? The best way is to read more and more and more, and then you will be good enough. So like in this paragraph given, you can have so many difficult meanings which are not known to you, which you do not know or recognize. So you will have to have a clue, okay, reading the whole paragraph and guessing the meaning of the word. So don't bother if you do not know the meaning of each and every word in the passage. Still, you can find it out. Next is prediction. An efficient reader is able to predict and think ahead. Before reading any part of the text, a quick glance at the headings, subheadings, etc. So you should be so much efficient that when you read headings and subheadings, you should have some idea what is the passage going to be about, or what can be there in the text. It helps in predicting the text. If you read the headings and subheadings first, then you will be having a kind of rough image or the main ideas of the paragraph in your mind. Locating facts and ideas. A reader can increase his comprehension ability by concentrating on the main facts and ideas contained in the text. Each paragraph has in it a particular theme, idea, or fact. It is usually summed up, briefed up in its topic sentence. So generally there are so many stanzas or paragraphs in one given passage. So you should be able enough to get the main facts and ideas in the text. Okay, the whole text is there, but what you will have to take out and retain in your mind are the main points and themes and ideas. Retaining and relating facts, it's very important. The reader must be able to retain the facts mentioned in the text and also relate them with each other. Fusion of different facts into an organic whole is the key to comprehension. In the different paragraphs, you will have different kind of facts. What you will have to do is to combine whole facts and try to find out the link of all the facts. There must be some link with which all the main points of different paragraphs are connected. So you should have the ability to retain the main points of the first paragraph until the last paragraph, and you should have the ability to relate both of them. Each and every paragraph in the given passage are related, so you should have the ability to retain and relate the facts. Understanding and interpreting. Understanding a text is not enough. The reader should be able to interpret the deeper meaning of it as well. Okay, you should be able enough to know the deeper meaning, to know the main idea of the given passage. Some writers make use of metaphors and symbols in their writing. As you can see, you have been taught about these metaphors and symbols and many literary devices you see in the poetry and literature as well. The reader must be able to interpret those metaphors and symbols. So if there is written a lion's heart, it doesn't mean that you should think about the heart of a lion. No, it stands for a person who's brave. So you should have that ability as well. Some important tips to solve a comprehension now. Read the given passage slowly and carefully. If you are not able to understand it, you should read it once again. Do not just give it one reading and start solving the questions if you have not got the main ideas and facts, and you have not interpreted the meaning. So you should read it again until you understand it, but try to understand it in two readings. Okay, otherwise you will take a long time and you will not be able to complete your paper in time. Try to understand the gist of the passage or what it is about, like summary. What is summary? Outline main points, take away details. Okay, in each and every passage there are main points, note down them, and then their details should be there with you in on the rough side. Why is summary important? It is a useful skill for exams for grasping main points regardless of the topic and subject. And once you have got the main points, it will be very easy for you to solve the question and answers questions. Next is read the passage once again if you have not grasped its meaning fully at the first reading. Give it a second reading too. Good readers back up and reread. When something doesn't make sense while reading, reread the sentence. Okay, make it clear, then move ahead. Don't get unduly upset if you don't know the meaning of some difficult words in the passage. As I have told you in the beginning, nobody can know all the meanings of a passage, difficult words. So don't be upset. By applying a little thought, you can guess the meaning of such words in relation to the sense in which they have been used in a particular sentence or context. So you can guess the meaning. After you have grasped the passage, read the questions given below it one by one. Okay, like these are the questions: when do the events of the story take place, what happens the night before final match. So read the questions once you have finished the reading. Underline those parts of the passage which give the key or clue to your answers. You have read the paragraph, you have read the passage, so now you know where the answers are there of the asked questions. First question, okay, you can retain that, oh, I have seen the answer in this part of the passage, underline that line. When the answers to all the given questions are clear to you, pen them down in your answer book. First, make them clear by underlining or by writing them on the rough side of your answer sheet, and then start them penning down, start writing them. This is very important. As far as possible, use your own words. Don't copy the language of the passage. This is there, but I see many of the students copying the whole paragraph related to the question. Don't do that. Do not copy. Write it in your own words. Your answer should be brief, clear, and to the point. Comprehension, 1 mark. 2 mark maximum. So it should be accurate, brief, clear. Often it is possible to give a good answer using only a single word or phrase, and it is not necessary to write incomplete sentences. If your answer is clear in single word or phrase, you can go with that. So there should be accuracy, brevity, clarity, and readability. Your language should be simple but correct. Revise your answers and examine them carefully to see that they are clear and complete. Once you have done all the answers, revise your answers and then again give it a recheck that whether all are clear and complete or not. Correct all mistakes in spelling, grammar and punctuation when you recheck that. If you are required to give a heading to the passage, keep in mind that the heading should be very suitable, short and crisp. It should refer to the central character, theme or incident of the passage. If some idiom or proverb sums up the theme of the passage, it can also be used as a heading. So if you know some kind of idiom or proverb related to that main theme of the passage, you can give it that too. So these are some points to keep in mind to solve a comprehension. Okay, and further we are going to solve a comprehension in the next video, and then you will be given some assignments to do that also. Have a good day.